Good evening. You're watching Plain Speak here on CNN News 18 with me, Poonam Burde. Over the weekend, an Israeli airstrike in Beirut eliminated Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. It was the culmination of Israel's war on terror and it has split the Arab world. Those tremors were being felt here in India as well. PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti is at the receiving end of backlash for calling off her election campaign in solidarity with what she called was martyrdom of Hassan Nasrallah. She said she stands with the people of Palestine and Lebanon in this hour of immense grief and exemplary resistance. This was a sentiment that was echoed by another former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Omar Abdullah. He said that the government of India should pressurize Israel to bring peace because Israel's actions over the last 1 year have to be condemned. Now, these actions include eliminating those who've spilled blood of innocents for decades together. Protests erupted in Kashmir over Nasrallah's killing as well, with demonstrators in Srinagar and Budgam waving black flags and raising anti-Israel and anti-US slogans. There were counter-protests against Mehbooba Mufti and Omar Abdullah as well. This predictably armed the BJP. Top leaders of the Saffron Party lined up to question Mehbooba and Omar for their sympathy for a man who led Hezbollah that has been designated as a terror group by more than 60 countries and organizations. They asked why there were no tears from Mehbooba or Omar for Hindus who were killed in Bangladesh and Pakistan. So who exactly is Hassan Nasrallah, was Hassan Nasrallah before he was eliminated? The man that has been tagged a martyr and whose death is being condemned from many quarters here in India. This is what his rap sheet of terror, so to say, looks like. In 1983 to 84, there were attacks on US embassies, on US Marine barracks in Beirut. It resulted in over 300 deaths, both of American citizens and of Lebanese. All of these were orchestrated by the Hezbollah. In 1985, a Trans World Airlines flight was hijacked by an alleged Hezbollah member who shot and killed a US Navy diver. Then in 2005, a car bomb in Beirut killed Lebanon's former premier. United Nations investigators pointed to Hezbollah and Syria as likely culprits. A year later, Hezbollah shut down Lebanon's parliament for 18 months after the prime minister there rejected Nasrallah's demand for blocking a veto. In May 2008, Hezbollah gunmen attacked opponents in several cities, this despite Nasrallah had promised to avoid violence against fellow Lebanese. And most recently, a blast caused by 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate under Hezbollah control killed 218 people. It left 3 lakh people homeless and caused extensive damage. Is this the man that Mehbooba Mufti, Omar Abdullah and the likes of them should be shedding any tears for? Now, this is not the first time that either of them have shown a soft spot for terror, says the BJP. In 2016, when asked about a particular encounter, Mehbooba Mufti said that had they known that Burhan Wani was there, he would have been given a second chance. 3 years later, a few months before general elections in 2019, Mehbooba Mufti said that local militants are like sons of soil and maximum efforts should be made to save them because they are assets. She added that talks should be held with Pakistan and with separatists ahead of elections. Omar Abdullah too has on multiple occasions taken a similar stance. He slammed the execution of Afzal Guru back in 2013. He said that this would reinforce a sense of alienation and injustice among Kashmiri youth. He said that the long-term implications of Guru's hanging were far more worrying because the new generation of youth in Jammu and Kashmir identify with Afzal Guru. In 2016, he said that Burhan Wani's ability to recruit in the terror fold from his grave will far outstrip anything he could have done in social media. And just this month, in September this year, he stoked controversy when he said that Afzal Guru's execution served no purpose. So while we have 2 leaders, 2 former chief ministers of Jammu and Kashmir come out and hold such a sentiment for a man who was at the helm of affairs of a terror organization, is eulogizing terror become somewhat of a habit for both the NC and the PDP? That's a question we ask on Plain Speak tonight.
इस वाकये से और भी ज्यादा ये साबित पुख्ता होगी ये बात कि वो वाकई क्रिमिनल है, जिसने फलस्तीन में हजारों बच्चे, औरतें, बुजुर्ग, नौजवानों को शहीद किया और अब लेबनान में जा रहा है। तो इसकी जितनी भी मजम्मत हो वो मुझे लगता है कम है।
महबूबा जी ने अपने सारे एंगेजमेंट्स कैंसिल किए। मैं यहाँ इसलिए आई क्योंकि लोग मेरा वेट कर रहे थे, बट हार्ट साफ है भी, हमारे दिल में बहुत दर्द है। आप जानते हैं नसरुल्लाह साहब ने जहाँ भी आज़ाब शिकस्त जुल्म हो रहा था, खासतौर से गाजा में, उनने उन लोगों के लिए लड़ा जो उनके थे भी नहीं। He wasn't even from there. So our hearts are heavy and people here should have the right to protest. अगर वो प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
this assassination, this killing, or this sacrifice of Hassan Nasrallah symbolizes that resistance. So in solidarity with the people of Palestine and with the people of Lebanon.
जब हमारे हिंदू का ऊपर आक्रमण होते हैं, कभी महबूबा मुफ्ती अपना कार्यक्रम को कैंसिल किया था क्या? ये लोग हिंदू विरोधी है और कुछ नहीं है, उनका डीएनए ही हिंदू विरोधी है।
Let's open this up. Vakar Bhatti, member of the JNK Apni Party, joins us. Nikul Patel, leader of the Congress. Abhijit Mitra, senior fellow at the IPCS, and Sanjay Rana, political analyst, is with us. Let me open up by asking Nikul Patel. Do you agree with what the NC, your alliance partner in Jammu and Kashmir, says? That a man who was at the helm of affairs of a terror organization like the Hezbollah is a martyr, and it is only going to make this resistance stronger.
That can be their own perception. I think Israel is not a part of India, and definitely whatever happening in our country, that is, we have to take a note of it. Anyone who is not working in the integrity of the country never be supported, and definitely Congress had never supported anti-terror activity or anti-India activity. That may be their own perception regarding supporting a martyr. If you see, they are feeling that they are like whatever happening in India, Naxalites are treated as they are not nationalists, they are Naxalites. So for them, they can be the martyr. For people like us or a country like us, we feel that it should not be supported anymore.
So you agree that Hassan Nasrallah should not be called a martyr, like the NC and the PDP has done?
Definitely, why not? Definitely, sure.
Vakar Bhatti? Not a martyr, somebody who spilled blood of innocents, including Lebanese citizens, for decades together, has been banned by several Arab nations as well, has been designated a terror organization by Arab nations as well. Why are we seeing anyone shed tears over that?
हमारे लिए शहीद है, पूरे जम्मू कश्मीर के लिए भी, पूरी दुनिया के मुसलमानों के लिए शहीद है। आपको जो कहना है, जिसको जो कहना है वो कहता रहे अपने हिसाब से, उसकी मर्जी से हमने नहीं बोलना है ना, उसकी जबान से हमने अपनी जबान का इस्तेमाल करना है। जब इजराइल टेरर अटैक करता है फलस्तीनियों के, 75 साल में लाखों लोगों को शहीद कर चुका है, लाखों घर तबाह कर चुका है, बट कभी भी इंडियन मीडिया के अंदर इजराइल को टेररिस्ट कंट्री नहीं कहा जाता, कभी भी यहूदियों को टेररिस्ट नहीं कहा जाता,
क्योंकि इजराइल को किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने, ना यूनाइटेड नेशंस ने, ना 60 कंट्रियों ने एक टेरर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बोला है। But 60 countries, including many Arab nations, have designated Hezbollah as a terror organization.
मैडम जी, कई बार आप देखें यूनाइटेड नेशन में खुलेआम बोला है कि जिन्होंने अपना दी है, फलस्तीनियों ने ही अपना दी थी। अब मैं आपको पूछूंगा, आपके स्टूडियो में कल मुझे आप अपना दे देंगे, आप मुझे अपने घर में पनाह देंगे, अगर कहीं मुझे मुश्किल में मैं आपके घर में पनाह लेता हूँ, कल मैं ही आपको घर से बाहर निकाल के आपका कत्ल करूँ, आपका नुकसान करूंगा, तो टेरर कौन हुआ? टेरर तो इजराइल है, टेरर तो वो लोग हैं, टेरर तो उन्होंने फैलाया जिन्होंने जाकर घर में मेहमानदारी की जगह उन्होंने उसी घर का कत्ल किया है। तो दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा आतंकवाद यहूद है, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा आतंकवाद इजराइल है। हमें तस्लीम करना चाहिए कि आतंकवाद, अगर आज दुनिया में कहीं आतंकवाद है तो इजराइल से बड़ा आतंकवाद कहीं नहीं हो सकता। और रही हिजबुल्लाह की, हिजबुल्लाह जो है वो मुस्लिमों के साथ खड़ा है, वो हक के साथ खड़ा है, और वो डिफेंस में अपने लोगों के लिए खड़ा है। डिफेंस में अगर उनकी जान जाती है तो उसका मतलब वो टेररिस्ट नहीं हुए। इस्लाम खुद कहता है, कुरान है, कुरान नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की हदीस है कि अगर आपके ऊपर कोई हमला करे, आपके घर को कोई लूटने आए, आपको कोई कत्लेआम करे, तो उसका मुकाबला कीजिए, जालिम का साथ मत दीजिए, जालिम के खिलाफ बोलिए, जालिम को रोकिए। अगर वो ना रुके तो उसका कत्ल करना भी इस्लाम उसको जायज करता है, क्योंकि वो जालिम है, वो नहत्तों को मारता है, वो बच्चों को मारता है, वो माऊ बहनों का बलात्कार करता है। तो ऐसे लोगों का जीने का कोई हक ही नहीं होता है।
तो उसी लॉजिक से जो 300 लोग यूएस एम्बेसी के स्टाफ को इंक्लूडेड मारे गए थे हिजबुल्लाह अटैक में, वो भी निहत्थे थे। जुल्म तो उन पर भी हुआ जो हिजबुल्लाह ने किया।
नहीं, मैं कह रहा हूँ निहत्था कहीं भी मरे, लेकिन स्टार्ट कौन कर रहा है? देखिए ना, इस टाइम 20 लाख घर फलस्तीन के तबाह हो गए हैं, 20 लाख से ज्यादा लोग बेघर हो चुके हैं, हजारों बच्चों को शहीद कर दिया गया है। इस एक साल के अंदर 80,000 से ज्यादा फलस्तीनियों को शहीद कर दिया गया है। तो 80,000 फलस्तीनियों को शहीद करने वाले जो घर वाले होंगे, क्या वो बदला नहीं लेंगे? क्या वो फिर इजराइल की आर्मी को फूल माला ही डालेंगे? क्या
तो
आपने
इजराइल
हमारे
की
घर को
आर्मी के
मारा?
साथ लड़ाई हो रही है, उसमें निहत्थे इनोसेंट्स की जान क्यों जा रही है? और जब जा रही है तो क्या उसके लिए इंडिया के पॉलिटिशियंस को आंसू बहाने चाहिए?
देखिए, इंडिया का पॉलिटिशियन हो जिसके अंदर इंसानियत है, जो इंसान है, वो हमेशा मजलूम के साथ खड़ा होगा। फलस्तीनी ये मजलूम है, 75 साल से उनके ऊपर कब्जा हुआ है, उनके घरों को लूटा गया है, उनकी माओ बहनों की इज्जतें लूटी गई हैं, वहां के बच्चों को शहीद किया गया है। और जो इंसान है, चाहे वो हिंदू हो, मुस्लिम हो, सिख हो, वो फलस्तीन के साथ खड़ा है। वो
बिल्कुल, बट
हिजबुल्लाह के साथ
पैलेस्टीन की
खड़ा
बात
है,
ही नहीं
वो
हो रही है,
हमास
ना कि
के साथ खड़ा
पैलेस्टीनियंस
है।
की बात हो रही है। बात हसन नसरल्लाह और
नहीं।
हिजबुल्लाह की हो रही है। उनके लिए क्यों
मैं
आंसू
असल
बहाए
में
जा रहे हैं?
देखिए मैं जहां हजबुल्ला की बात करते हैं, हजबुल्ला के चीफ जो शहीद हुए हैं, वो तो अपनी कौम का दिफा करने के लिए वहां लड़े हैं। वो तो खड़े थे जिहाद के लिए। वो तो किसी को मारने वहां नहीं गए ना। उनके ऊपर हमले हुए हैं, उनका कत्लेआम हुआ, उनके परिवार का कत्लेआम हुआ। तो वो तो अपने डिफेंस के लिए खड़ा होगा ना। मैं और आप अगर अपने घर के लिए डिफेंस के लिए खड़े होंगे और डिफेंस में हम किसी को मार रहे हैं, तो उसका मतलब थोड़ी है हम टेररिस्ट हैं। टेररिस्ट तो वो है जो हमारे घर में आकर
सर,
हमें मार रहा है।
डिफेंस के लिए अगर सालों साल निहत्थे in hundreds have been killed, it's not self-defense anymore. But let me get in the other panelists as well. Abhijit Iyer Mitra, this seems to be the sort of justification that's coming to the fore from multiple quarters in India, from parties in Jammu and Kashmir, that he was a martyr, he was fighting for the larger cause, and he didn't start the war. Someone else did, he was just paying back.
Look, no, nothing ever happened to Mr. Nasrallah's family ever. All right. He wasn't even a refugee. He was a Lebanese citizen, born in Lebanon, brought up in Lebanon, went to Najaf and Qum to study, and came back out there. The man used to sit and preside over the indiscriminate bombing of Israeli civilians with imprecise rockets and imprecise drones that can't be targeted properly at all. We also need to be very clear about the definition of a terrorist. Definitionally, a state cannot indulge in terrorism. Only militias and sub-state actors can, which is exactly what Hezbollah was. If the Lebanese state does the same thing, it becomes a war crime, not terrorism. Terrorism only applies to non-state and sub-state actors, which is what Hezbollah was, and therefore it was a terrorist. But I'm really not surprised by the kind of circular logic we saw from the previous panelists. You see, there's not 1 inch of Lebanese soil that's under occupation. We need to remember Hezbollah, and specifically Hassan Nasrallah, were the ones that declared war on Israel on the 8th of October 2023. One day after Hamas went into Israel, went around raping, killing, burning, torturing Israeli civilians, including, let me remind you, 10 Indian nationals or Indian people of Indian origin who were killed, one of whom still remains a hostage inside Gaza. So it's very curious, of course, that people in Jammu and Kashmir don't identify themselves as Indians, have no sympathy for the 10 Indians who were killed or taken hostage, but have heaps of sympathy for anybody supporting their kidnappers, rapists, torturers, and murderers. But, you know, this is nothing new. We've seen this kind of goalpost shifting and cyclic logic and circular arguments even before, during the phase of insurgency in Kashmir. Nothing new.
Nothing new, not in terms of the kind of sentiment that's being whipped up, Sanjay Rana. Nothing new in the kind of comments that have come to the fore from Mehbooba Mufti or Omar Abdullah or anybody from his party. We've seen this kind of commentary that has come to the fore on multiple occasions in the past as well. But this is important also because it's election season in Jammu and Kashmir. Tomorrow, in fact, we're going to be seeing another phase of voting happen there.
Good evening, my fellow person. First of all, we need to understand why it's happening. It's happening because of some kind of law which they have made is close community. And I remember the Baba Saheb Ambedkar comment which we had made for the Muslims. I'm not going to quote here. I was hearing, listening very carefully to my, Jammu and Kashmir political party leader. He said, if somebody is going to attack on us, obviously they have to fight. Yes, you have all the rights to fight against these people. But who's attacking on you? Israel is fighting for their self and fighting with Palestine or fighting with Hamas, fighting with Hezbollah. They are not attacking on Jammu and Kashmir, on India. Why are you crying? I fail to understand why this kind of protest is happening in India. What kind of messaging we are going to give to our own people? It's not a radicalization. It's not Islamist radicalization which is happening in India. When you talk about killing of innocent people, why not crying for Ukraine and Russia war? Ukraine and Russia war is also happening, and a lot of people lost their life in this war, and obviously moved from one country to another country. Why not crying for them? You need to understand why you're crying. You need to understand what is humanity and what is not. What is terrorism? What is not? So you are not able to differentiate between the terrorism and the common civilian and common war. He was absolutely not a martyr. He was absolutely terrorist in my view, and it was being declared by 60 countries. It's not. I'm not only one who's telling. And why you are sympathizing with such kind of terrorist who has been killing so many people? Forget about Israel. I'm not at all talking about Israel. He killed Lebanese where he born, number one. Number two, when we talk about Muslim Brotherhood, why Saudi Arabia is not crying? Why Lebanese are not crying? Why UAE is not crying? Why Iran is not crying? Because they know what is right, what is wrong. So people, I fail to understand the Muslim, especially for Jammu and Kashmir leadership, like BDP leader. She has a history. Obviously, look at Mufti Muhammad Said when he became first obviously become Home Minister of India. What kind of a statement he has given? He said, "हमारे उग्रवादी भाइयों का धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ." So that kind of sentiment, that kind of a statement, that kind of feeling he had, and obviously it will come in his daughter as well as in his party. So these kind of mindset is very, very dangerous for the country like India, number one. Number two, government should not allow any kind of agitation or protest which is happening across India, whether Jammu and Kashmir, Lucknow or Sultanpur, any other places, because these protests are giving a wrong message, and it's absolutely hampering the hampering the beauty of our country. So if you have anything, you can protest for yourself, no harm. You can protest for your right, no harm. But why protesting?
But they say they're standing for the cause of Palestinians, like Waqar Bhatti was also saying, and protesting peacefully is a right that every Indian citizen has under democracy.
Yes, you have all the rights. Similar kind of protests happened on 11th August 2012. Remember that Mumbai one? They were protesting for whom? They were protesting for Rohingyas, and they destroyed 3 crores property and killed so many policemen and civilians. So what exactly they were doing? They were fighting for themselves. If you have any problem, you can fight, you can protest, you can do registration, no harm. But fighting for the Rohingyas, fighting or doing protest for Palestinians, fighting for terrorist organizations, sympathizing with the terrorists, what kind of mindset you are demonstrating here? It shows somehow, somewhere you believe in not believing in country or geography or demography. You believe in some religious sentiments, which is bad. And why I'm quoting again and again about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia simply said it's not going to allow anyone to protest in this country. They are bigger Muslim than you guys, but still you are protesting because you are getting a right here. Government is allowing it. This is freedom of speech. It's a democratic country. That's why you can do it. But this is not to do. It's not a way to run the country. It's not the way to run the party.
So Waqar Bhatti, only because you have the freedom of speech available here does not mean you abuse it or misuse it, because that's what a lot of these people seem to be doing.
देखिए, अभी जो सर बात कर रहे थे, मैं इनको याद दिला देना चाहता हूँ। आज से 1-2 महीने पहले जब बांग्लादेश में तख्ता पलटा शेख हसीना का, तो तब वहाँ हिंदुओं के साथ कुछ मसले हुए, छोटे-छोटी कोई घटना हुई उस मुल्क में, तो पूरे हिंदुस्तान में जगह जगह पर जाकर यूपी वाले बिहारियों को, कुछ बांग्लादेशी थे, चुन चुन कर भगवादारियों ने, बजरंग दल वालों ने, आरएसएस वालों ने वहां मार पिटाई स्टार्ट कर दी, उनकी झोपड़ियों को आग लगाना स्टार्ट कर दिया। तो तब आप मुझे बताओ कि आपका बांग्लादेश के हिंदुओं से क्या लेना देना था? वो तो बांग्लादेशी हिंदू था, तो फिर आपका रिश्ता वहां क्या था? जैसे आप हमें बोल रहे हो कि मुसलमानों का क्या लेना देना ईरान के मुसलमानों के साथ, सीरिया के मुसलमानों के साथ, फलस्तीन के मुसलमानों के साथ, या अरब के मुसलमानों के साथ आपका क्या रिश्ता? तो मैं भी ये पलट के आपसे सवाल पूछता हूँ कि बांग्लादेश के हिंदुओं के साथ आपका क्या रिश्ता है? आप मासी के बेटे लगते हैं, मामा के बेटे लगते हैं वो?
सर, दिस इज लाइक कंपेयरिंग एप्पल्स एंड ऑरेंजेस। पहली बात तो आप कहते हैं छोटी घटनाएं हो रही है हिंदुओं के खिलाफ बांग्लादेश में, जो वो छोटी घटनाएं नहीं है। अगर आपके सालों साल का घर जलाया जाए, आपके मंदिरों में जाके मूर्तियां तोड़ी जाए, तो वो छोटी घटना नहीं होती। दूसरी बात नहीं, वो फेक नहीं थे सर। हमने बात की है वहां के लोगों से, हमारे रिपोर्टर्स गए हैं वहां ऑन ग्राउंड, ये कोई झूठी बात नहीं है। In fact, even
Ma'am,
today, there are
दुनिया की
threats that are coming to the
दुनिया
fore
की-
for the Hindu community in
बोल रही
Bangladesh,
है,
asking them to leave.
बोल रहा है कि एक
But that's
बोल
besides
रहा
the
है
point.
कि
Coming
एक
back,
बोल-
that's not what we're
RSS
discussing. Coming back to
बीजेपी
what we're
नहीं
talking
बोल रहा
about. Who you're raising voice for the Muslim community in Palestine, in Gaza, you're well within your rights to do that. Why back a man who was at the helm of a terror organization is a question we're asking. Why eulogize someone who's taken pride in killing innocent people over the decades? Who said right after Hamas attacked innocent people attending a music festival on October 7th, said
हमास
there was
attack-
great
ma'am,
secrecy in
हमास-
how this operation was carried out, and that is why it became so successful.
हमास अटैक करे तो होनेस्ट, हमास अटैक करे तो सिविलियंस, हमास अटैक करे तो अवाम, लेकिन इजराइल अटैक करे तो टेररिस्ट। इजराइल
Can I
बच्चों को
answer
मारे
to this
तो
gentleman
terrorist
is
को
talking
है ना?
absolutely
हमास-
crap at the moment.
But
हमास
sir,
हमास अटैक करे तो होने, हमास अटैक करे तो बस आम आदमी
Hamas,
जनता-
a designated terror
हमास-
organization.
अच्छे-
Hezbollah, a designated
मुझे-
terror
please,
organization.
please, मैम देखिए,
Like I said right
Hamas-
at the start, designated by a lot of Muslim countries, a lot of Arab nations have come out and called out what Hezbollah stood for, and that was terror.
मैम एक प्रॉब्लम क्या है ना, हम लोगों को सोचने की हमें सोचना पड़ेगा कि हम किस चीज पे जा रहे हैं। मैम देखिए, जब हमास हमला करे, क्योंकि नाचने गाने वालों को हमास ने मार दिया तो वो हमास टेरर हो गया, और यहूदी जब
तो नाचने गाने वालों पे अटैक किया, ये आपकी प्रॉब्लम है।
Babies were killed, Indian workers were killed.
तो
किसको आप
नहीं,
नाचने गाने वाले बोल रहे
प्रॉब्लम
हैं?
क्या है कि वो म्यूजिक फेस्टिवल था और लोग वहां नाचने या गाने जा रहे थे, तो उनको मार दिया तो कोई बात नहीं। क्या आप ये कहना चाह रहे हैं?
इजराइल मार रहा है कुरान पढ़ने वालों को, नमाज पढ़ने वालों को, तो वो टेररिस्ट।
आपको पता है हमास वाले ने पूरा नशा करके रखा था, कोकेन और मेथ करके रखा था, गांजेड़ी थे, नशेड़ी थे।
गांजा इधर मिलता है इंडिया में, गांजा इंडिया में मिलता है,
अच्छा,
इंडिया
आप
में
डील
गांजा
करते
है,
होंगे।
उधर कहाँ मिलता है? जनाब क्या बात करते हो, पता नहीं कहाँ से। देखो जरूरी
ये-
नहीं होता कि जिसको
This is your Hezbollah man, Samir Kantar. Do you know what he did? Do you know what
देखो मेरी
Samir
बात
Kantar
सुनो।
did? He smashed
बात
two
सुनो ना।
5-year-old babies'
देखिए,
heads
देखिए,
against
देखिए
the
मेरी
wall.
बात- मेरी
This
बात
is who you're
देखिए,
supporting.
आप इंग्लिश अच्छी
This is
बोलते
who
हैं,
you're
लेकिन आप
supporting.
अच्छे अक्लमंद भी होंगे। जरूरी
This
नहीं
is who
होता
you're
है।
supporting.
इंग्लिश आप अच्छे
You're
बोलते हैं,
supporting
आप
babies'
आप
heads
होंगे।
being smashed
जरूरी
against
नहीं होता
walls.
कि आप समझदार हैं।
You're supporting
लेकिन
the
आप
raping
बात
of
कर रहे हैं,
women.
इसको बोलते हैं
You're
बहस वाली
supporting
बात।
the raping of women. You're supporting burning people alive. This is who you're supporting. What's the difference between you and ISIS?
वकार भाटी जी, मुझे एक बात बताइए। वकार भाटी जी, मुझे एक बात बताइए। हसन नसरल्ला, जिसके लिए आज आंसू टपक रहे हैं, जिसकी शहादत के गुण गाए जा रहे हैं, उन्होंने कहा था जूस आर द सोर्स ऑफ ऑल करप्शन एंड डिसेप्शन, हॉलोकॉस्ट कभी हुआ ही नहीं था।
देखिए
क्या इस बात से आप अग्री करते हैं? पहले तो ये बताइए, और अगर अग्री करते हैं, जो हिस्टोरिकली बताई जा रही है, जो हिस्टोरिकली प्रूवन चीज है, बट हम नहीं मानेंगे तो वो हुई नहीं, क्या इस फिलॉसफी से हम चल रहे हैं?
देखिए, आपको क्या करना है, इजराइल में क्या हो रहा है या फलस्तीन में क्या करना, पहले तो मुझे आप ये क्वेश्चन बताओ ना, आपको क्यों प्रॉब्लम हो रही है?
हमको वहां क्या हो रहा है उससे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हमको महबूबा मुफ्ती और उमर अब्दुल्ला यहाँ क्या बोल रहे हैं उससे प्रॉब्लम है।
Yeah, that is what the problem is. What is
और
happening in our country.
अगर आप कहते हैं कि आप उन लोगों के लिए खड़े हो सकते हैं, तो अगर हमने सवाल उठाए तो क्यों गलत है? सपोर्ट करना ठीक है, लेकिन सवाल उठाना गलत है। क्या आप ये कह रहे हैं?
मान लिया मेरा रिश्ता तो हिजबुल्लाह के साथ, हिजबुल्लाह के लोगों के साथ, फलस्तीन के साथ ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह का है। आपका इजराइल के शूथियों के साथ क्या रिश्ता, मुझे ये पहले बता दें। आपको क्यों तकलीफ हो रही है?
तकलीफ तो बिल्कुल नहीं हो रही। तकलीफ इस बात की हो रही है कि इनोसेंट मारे जा रहे हैं, और जिस आदमी उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के हेल्प पे था, उसके लिए इंडिया में आंसू बहाए जा रहे हैं। इंडिया में जो कमेंट्स हो रहे हैं उसकी बात हो रही है।
मारे जा रहे हैं ना, नहीं मुसलमान बेगुनाह मरे तो आपको दर्द नहीं होता ना, क्यों?
कोई भी इनोसेंट, कोई भी निहत्था मारा जाए, हिंदू, मुसलमान, जू, दैट डजंट मैटर। It doesn't matter what the religion of the innocent person here is. The fact is that he or she was innocent.
बकार जी, आपका अबू बकर अल बगदादी से भी ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह का रिश्ता है ना? उसामा बिन लादेन से भी ला इलाहा का रिश्ता है ना?
ये कहा हो गया इजराइल ने
है या नहीं?
गाजा पट्टी पे
है या नहीं बकार जी? आपका उसामा बिन लादेन से ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह का रिश्ता है, हाँ या नहीं?
क्या?
हाँ या नहीं?
क्या?
आपका अलकायदा और उसामा बिन लादेन से भी ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह का रिश्ता है ना?
देखिए मेरी बात,
हाँ या ना? सीधे क्वेश्चन, हाँ या ना?
हाँ या ना क्या करे? कल तक आप ही तालिबान को आतंकवादी
हाँ
बोलते
या
रहे,
ना?
अभी
आपका रिश्ता है या नहीं ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह का ओसामा बिन लादेन के साथ, अबू बकर अल
अच्छा
बगदादी के साथ?
मुझे बताइए, अभी मोदी जी है, मोदी की सरकार तालिबानियों को क्या मानती है, पहले मुझे बताइए।
वो पहले मैंने आपको सवाल पूछा है, वो उसका
पहले
जवाब
तालिबानियों को
दीजिए।
क्या मानते हैं आप?
आपका
अभी
आपका
तालिबानी आपको
अलकायदा
बहुत
के
अच्छे
साथ,
अच्छा हो गए।
आईसिस के साथ ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह का रिश्ता है या नहीं?
मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ, तालिबानी आपके लिए क्या है आजकल?
आजकल कुछ भी नहीं है, वी डोंट रिकॉग्नाइज
क्या
दैट।
मतलब वो?
अब
मैं
आप
पहले तो उसको
अब आप उत्तर दीजिए, अब आप उत्तर दीजिए।
हैं?
मैंने आपका उत्तर दिया, नाउ यू आंसर माय क्वेश्चन।
मैं आपके लिए नहीं, इंडिया के लिए क्या है?
नहीं नहीं,
तालिबानी
तो
क्या
आप
है?
मानते हैं, तो आप मानते हैं कि आप
क्या
ओसामा बिन लादेन से रिश्ता रखते हैं और अबू बकर अल बगदादी से रिश्ता रखते हैं? आपका ला इलाहा का रिश्ता है ना?
Okay, terror in all
है ना?
forms should be condemned, should be called out, and there are no two ways about that. Nikul Patel, I just want to ask you one question. This comes, like I said, in the backdrop of elections in Jammu and Kashmir. One of your alliance partners have said what they said. They stand by what they say. You say you don't agree with it. But is this something that you could face backlash for in election season?
No, definitely not. Over here, if we are talking of what is happening in Jammu and Kashmir, and people of few groups of Kashmir are supporting this kind of activity and protesting in the Jammu and Kashmir, definitely is a matter of concern to our country, because
These few
whatever
groups also include your
happened in
alliance
this-
partners, the National Conference. One of its members of
PDP
parliament
is
called
also-
off their campaign ahead of elections.
The PDP is also a BJP ally. We are not here discussing about an ally and anything. We are here to be concerned of what is happening in India. We are very much concerned that whatever happening is not correct, because the person to whom the people are supporting is not the correct one. It's a terrorism, and terrorists are not supported on our country floor.
I do hope your alliance partner hears that, sir, because I don't think that's where the
Definitely
sentiment they are
have to
coming
hear.
from.
In India, if PDP is supporting this kind of activity, do Bharatiya Janata Party is supporting this entire
The
activity?
PDP,
What
the
is happening in
BJP
the
has
Jammu and
long ago
Kashmir?
dumped the PDP.
Never. No one is going to
But
support.
the BJP
No
has
one
long
is
ago
going to
dumped the
support
PDP.
Such kind of activity
Not
anywhere
the
in
case with the
country.
Congress and the National Conference.
That is what I am telling. That is what I am telling. Right now, BJP is not here.
मैडम,
That same thing
कांग्रेस
can
ने
be.
खुद जम्मू कश्मीर में
But the
क्यों
BJP,
बनाया?
but the BJP, Nikul Patel has dumped the PDP. They're not answerable for what the PDP does anymore, is what they say. But you are answerable for what the National Conference does, because you are in alliance with them in Jammu and Kashmir, them being the senior partner in that alliance.
So I am putting my statement from my party that we are not supporting such statement that has been given. That is what I am telling you on this platform, and such thing activity never been supported by the Congress. If you have seen the history, then you can see it.
It's
Whenever it
interesting,
is an
Nikul Patel, that you
anti-national
say that your
or
party does not
separatist
stand with
movement,
this,
Congress has
but the
never
Apni
supported.
party says Congress in Jammu and Kashmir agrees with what Omar Abdullah and his leaders are saying. It's interesting. Perhaps the Congress also, perhaps the Congress also needs to regroup and figure out what their stand on this entire situation is.
This is a different topic. You are taking a wrong way. We are over here with the Alliance for Statehood of Jammu and Kashmir, and not to support Israel terrorist who is doing something
Sure.
on his floor of the country.
Sure.
You are making a wrong perception and wrong argument and
No,
wrong
it's not a wrong.
discussion.
It's not a wrong perception that I'm trying to make. Another party from Jammu and Kashmir is telling us what they think is happening on ground.
I think
I-
that
I am
you-
not
you
saying
ever
that.
think
Bagar
Congress
Bhatti
has
is saying
supported anti-national or anti-terrorist or anti-separatist
जम्मू
activity.
कश्मीर में
I don't
कांग्रेस के
understand.
जितने भी
On
कैंडिडेट
what
चुनाव
logic
लड़
you
रहे
are
हैं,
saying
उनको
that
डिलीट
we are
करके दे
supporting such
दीजिए।
activity?
I am not, sir. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. JNK
That
Apni
is what
party,
I'm
which is
telling. That
in
is
Jammu
what
and
I'm
Kashmir, is
conveying.
saying that your
That
leaders
is what
from the
I'm
Union
conveying
Territory
to you
have the same
on this
sentiment as the
platform.
National
I'm-
Conference and the PDP.
राइट
No
जम्मू
election.
कश्मीर
There is
में
nothing.
जितने
Nothing is
भी
going to
कैंडिडेट
affect
हैं
to the
कांग्रेस
election,
के,
because
मुस्लिम
ultimately in our
कैंडिडेट
country, what is important right now
उन्होंने
is the
इजराइल
state
को
of
कंडेम
the
किया
Jammu
और
and
इजराइल
Kashmir.
की मजम्मत की
Bharatiya
और इजराइल
Janata
को
Party has deprived the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and that is more important, and Congress is
Sure.
fighting for that.
Sure.
Not for terrorism.
So the Congress
not
does
for
not agree with what the
any
National
people who is
Conference
doing
has said. The
terrorism at their
PDP
own
on
country.
its own has said what they've said. Whether this is going to have an impact on elections or not, and whether this is going to snowball, we'll keep a track of that. But I have to leave it here. I thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here on this broadcast and sharing your perspective. But the situation in West Asia continues to escalate because Israel continues to pound Hezbollah. There are more strikes that we've seen after the elimination of Hassan Nasrallah as well. Take a look at this report.
Ambulances were seen rushing through streets in southern Lebanon on Sunday as Israel pressed Hezbollah with more strikes after killing the Iran-backed group's leader Syed Hassan Nasrallah in an escalating military campaign. Israel's attacks have dealt a stunning succession of blows to Hezbollah after almost a year of cross-border fire, killing much of its leadership and revealing gaping security holes. Also Sunday, video posted to social media showed a large fireball and smoke plume above the port city of Hodeidah in Yemen. Israel said it hit targets there in response to missile attacks by the Iran-backed Houthis on Israel in recent days. Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said, quote, "Our message is clear. For us, no place is too far." White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby said all-out war with Hezbollah or Iran would not help residents of northern Israel return to their homes. He said diplomacy remains the right path. In Iran, which helped create Hezbollah in the early 1980s, senior figures mourn the death of Nasrallah. The country's interior minister said such assassinations, blind and covert assassinations, will have no result for the survival of this regime. Nasrallah's body was recovered intact from the site of Friday's strike, a medical source and a security source told Reuters on Sunday. Hezbollah has not yet said when his funeral will be held.